This is a request video. This is something you've seen a gazillion times, so if you're going to bitch and moan, then click off and go watch something else. This video is from my friend Paul. Paul, sorry man, it just took me a long time to get around to it. He wants to see just a basic disassembly on this particular 1911. Really, buddy, once you've seen one takedown on one 1911, pretty much it's the same, but they do have little characteristics about each gun, because each gun is individually made, and they're like, you know, a pubic hair different from another one. Stupid little characteristics. This particular one has a really tight bushing, and it's hard to do it with your hand, but you can do it. You want to try to take your guns apart with no tools, especially real nice 1911s like this one. And when you pay you know, a lot of money for these pistols, as you can see, the only thing I did to this was upgrade the grips, which the grips that were on it were beautiful. I got them on it now. I just think they look really nice, and they're G10 material. They really stick in your hand good. I haven't fired the gun with these grips yet. I fired the gun with the other grips, and it was putting it right in the red every single shot. This thing was amazing. We need to shoot this more. I'm not real thrilled right now about shooting 45 ACP right now. The ammunition is really hard to get. As far as 9mm, 40, and 380, and all that, I can get that. It's just the 45 is the one around here it's hard to get. Depends on where you live, you know what I mean? Walmart still has a lot of shotgun ammo, but they ain't got shit. So, but I just want to show Paul this video. And here's the new Ruger. Sure to hell looks like a 4-inch 1911, is it? Why would they put that on? I think it is. Let me see. 2 new 45s from Ruger. I'm going to say that's the commander size. And I don't know. I have 2 1911s. They're full size. I would like to get a commander size now. Maybe that'll be the one, because Ruger makes good guns and they're very reasonable with their prices. And Mike from Double Action always carries a lot of Rugers, so he might end up getting one, but depending on how much it is, I don't know. So that looks pretty cool. I don't know what this is. That's their polymer 45. I'm not a fan of their polymer guns. Not that I don't think they're good. I don't know. I just don't like the looks of them. So I'm a baby. It's got to look cool too. When I go polymer gun, it's either Glock, XD. You know what I mean? It's just, I guess I'm brainwashed. But that commander size Ruger is nice. I get a lot of questions about 1911s because, you know, I'm always buying them all the time and selling them and trading them, and buying them and selling them and trading them. What's a good one to get? You know, I can't even answer that question. I can't tell you what a good one is to get. Every single 1911 I had, I didn't have any problems with. The only ones I had problems with were Kimbers, but they were probably break-in problems. But I noticed the ones that jammed more than any of them were the little like the officer size ones. If I did have a problem with it, it was always them little ones. Now, I don't know why. Maybe the recoil springs were a little too strong because they're double recoil springed and all. I don't know. Every gun's an individual. Like I said, I had a Taurus, and the only thing happened to that, the thumb safety got loose with that, and it fell out. And that was kind of a turnoff, but it ran good. So I don't know. I don't think you can go wrong. I mean, if you don't have the money, I would go Armscore, Rock Island Armory. They make awesome 1911s, and they're a fraction of the price. The ATI ones, the ATI 1911s, they're real nice. The fit on them guns are crazy beautiful. I don't know how they get them like that, and the price is so cheap. So I know it's the slide is hammered steel. It's not cast. So that's the only thing you really gotta, you know, worry about is the cheap metal. So they don't use cheap metal. So you just gotta What I'm saying is you don't have to buy a Kimber or a Colt to have a good 1911. That's just nonsense anymore. It's crazy. If you want a Kimber or a Colt, beautiful. It's good resale value. They make great 1911s, but you don't have to buy a Kimber or a Colt to have a good 1911. That's all I'm saying. I've had them all. I've had all different kinds. They all ran great. They all were accurate. And like I said, I never had any jams or anything except for the little ones. The little Kimbers. That was it. That was it. Okay. So Paul, let's try to get this done here. Here is the beautiful magazine that comes with this, Remington R1. And most of these 1911s, dude, they're all pretty much the same when you take them apart. Like I said, the only difference varies is the fit. Some are fit a little looser than others. Like if you got a Springfield GI, that thing's loose. Or a Colt, a lot of my Colts anyway are made really loose. But then sometimes you get ones like this that are really tight. Usually I could just push this down with my finger, and then this would just easily swing left. But it won't, because it's made really tight. So you could use a wrench, but I try not to. So I'll just hold this down with this dowel. It's getting better. I know you can't see my fingers in a way. You see what I did? I just swung it to the left. That's all. And then keep your finger on top of that plug. It's under a lot of pressure. It will shoot out like a bullet. And shoot your eye out, kid. You will shoot your eye out. Keep your finger on that. Let this up real slow. Take that off. Sometimes the spring will come right off the rod. Sometimes it won't. If it won't, just leave it alone. Okay, now what you do is you get the bushing and swing it back this way. Like I said, I have videos on this, but they're old and they are, God knows where they're at, because we got like 900 videos. It's ridiculous. See, now this should swing right up that way and then come right out. So I gotta finagle it a little. It's going to come out. There it goes. See? There's a lot of ways to take down a 1911. A lot of people, not a lot of people, I've seen some people just pull the slide back, pull the pin out, and then pull the whole slide off real fast. That's fine, but the spring's under pressure, and you got to watch it don't shoot out under the dust cover and shoot out on you. I don't like doing it that way. If you're under, if you're going to do a field strip and you're in a friggin' combat situation, yeah, you got to take it apart real quick. That's the easier way. That's the faster way. It's not the easier way. This is the easier way. Okay? Thumb safety was on. Now I'll take it off. And there's two notches. There's a little one and a big one. And you put the little one right over this pin, like that. And remember, everything should move pretty smoothly. You shouldn't have to fight anything. If you're struggling, something's not lined up right. Okay? So what I'm going to do is line up that notch there, and on the other side, there's a little pimple, and you just push on it, and it should slide right out, and it is, as you can see. See, it's coming out. And that should pull right out. 1911s are very easy to take apart. They're very easy to maintain. And a lot of people say they have a lot of parts. I don't think they have a lot of parts. If you take a 1911 down to the frame, it doesn't have that many parts. It really doesn't. You got to remember, this is a military issued pistol. It's not that complex, I mean, the guns today, you push one button and flam, the whole thing comes apart. It ain't like that either, but it's really not as bad as everyone says they are. So, I don't believe that bullshit. Nice heavy frame. So there's your frame. Little tip I want to show you. You see that little claw sticking up right there? That will stop you from getting the slide on. That little claw is for the, it's for the grip safety. So you got to make sure that's down before you put the slide on. Because you'll be going like this with the slide and, damn, why don't this thing go on? It's because it's hitting that part. I don't know what it's called. I know I should know, but it's been a while. And I have no memory, zero memory. So remember, if the bushing's tight, Paul, use your wrench that comes with the gun. And remember, this is under a lot of pressure. That's the thing you got to watch. This don't shoot out on you. Okay. What I like about their Remington Enhanced is they enhanced it, they refined it, but they kept it normal too. They didn't put the extended guide rod in there and all. I mean, that's cool to have that, But it doesn't matter if a gun has that. It's not a deal breaker. Actually, I like the regular size rod. I don't find one shoots more accurate than the other. This is dead nuts, this gun, so far. Okay, and then here's your rod and your spring, and it looks like they're using a good wolf spring. It's real thick and looks like a good spring. And that's like that. Now, when these are new, they're really hugged on there good. Don't pull it and stretch the spring. If you really want to get that off, get your fingernail under there like this and pull it off. Pull it off from here. Don't stress out the string and pull the spring. Don't stress out the friggin' spring. Grab it from in here, get your fingernail in there and pull it off. You don't want to stretch nothing. Okay, and it'll come off. Now remember, the closed end, you got a closed end and an open end. The open end goes out the muzzle, the closed end. Just remember how you take things off, because it does make a difference. And then there's your guide rod. It's very, very simple. Very easy. Now here's your barrel. And you do is you flip the barrel length down and then just lift the barrel up a little and push it right on out. Comes right out. And like I said, I can't say enough about this machine work on this barrel. Is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It looks so good. Look at it. You catching that? Look at that. Mama. My tits lactate every time I look at this. They just start dripping. Yep. Polished feed ramp. It's all dehorned. All the corners are rounded off. And yes, guys, that little notch in the top is a chamber indicator. A couple guys asked me if that was. Okay, that's it. And then you do is just clean it all up. Brush out the magazine well. Clean everything up with Ballistol, whatever you use. I love Ballistol because you only need one can. You don't need oil and a solvent, and it's just you use Ballistol. That's it. It does it all. Or I use Wally's Rapid Fire Lube. This stuff's good stuff too. There's his phone number on there. I never even met this guy, but I've been using this stuff for so long I figured I'd show it. It's really good stuff. I like it a lot. So there's a lot of good gun oils out there. Remember, that's an oil. That's not a cleaner. Ballistol is all three. That's what's cool about it. So really, you just get a can of Ballistol and you're good to go. But if you like to experiment with different oils and stuff, I understand, because I'm the same friggin' way. Okay, clean it all up. Now you can even go further and take the firing pin out. When I get about 1,000 rounds through this, I'll do that. Every 1,000 rounds, I'll take the firing pin. It's very simple. Don't be intimidated by it. This has the firing pin block, so that's cool, and it keeps it from flying out on you. And we'll do that another time when I'm ready to really detail strip this. That video will be for Paul, because these guys, they've seen these videos a million times. But like I said, I don't organize my videos and put them in categories, so it's going to be hard to find. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll feel the barrel. Since it's been sitting in my safe for a while, I've had Ballistol on it. It still feels nice and slick. So, but if it doesn't, if you don't, just get some gun oil and just put a drop, and a drop. That's it. And just replenish the metal. It just keeps the metal from pitting, because even stainless steel, which I still don't know. Do I have a magnet? Let me see something. They say this is stainless steel. Now, if that was stainless steel, that wouldn't stick to it, but it still might be like mostly stainless steel. It might be like 80-20 stainless steel, because it don't stick to it hard. Like this cold rolled steel, it really sticks hard. So I'm going to stay, it's pretty much true, it is stainless steel. A magnet won't stick to 100% stainless steel. So I don't know what to make of it. All I know is it's a beautiful, beautiful machine job on this thing. Put your link back down, slide it in here again, and you'll see there's ribs inside here, and the whole barrel just drop in there. Alright, now throw your link back up. And when you're putting this back together, it's easy for me because I've been doing it for so long, but you do have to, you'll get a feel for it. Just don't get all crazy, it's not a big deal. You can't hurt nothing. You really can't. Okay, closed end goes on the guide rod all the way down. The guide rod has a half moon shaped pawl, and that half moon sits on top of the barrel. You just slide it in. Just slide it in there. Make sure it's sitting down on there. Push your link up like that. Okay. Then you can put your frame on. And just line them up. I can't wait to shoot this again. This gun is friggin' ridiculous. Now, remember I told you that part for the grip safety, stopping it? So what I gotta do is push it down, or I just flip it this way. See it? It's going to, see it? It's going to stop it, so I'm going to push that bad boy down. Now it'll go through. See? And once you have everything lined up, that little link, everything's lined up, and if you're a new guy, there's nothing wrong with getting a punch and sticking a punch in there and lining it up, because you don't want to fight this. You'll scratch your gun all up. That looks pretty lined up, pretty good, so I shouldn't need a punch. That looks like it's like perfect. So you can move everything around with your fingers. Alright. And you want to put a little oil on this post, which there already is, so I'm not going to put it on there again. So you just want to keep that lubricated. Now what you do is, you got the big notch and the takedown notch. You push the takedown notch right over that square. Now here's the thing. This is what everybody does wrong. They call it the idiot scratch. Avoid the idiot scratch, which would be a scratch from here all the way down through here, or even sometimes it'll hop up here and you'll get one up here. Be very, very careful. Lift the pin up a little, very, very easy, and then place it down like that, right before it hits that plunger. Okay? Then what you want to do is, before you push it in there, make sure you're all lined up. Put your thumb up here so it don't jump up on you and scratch the top of the frame, and put it in there like that. So no scratches. Yeah, you can either do it like that, or you can put a piece of, just because these guns are expensive, electrical tape up here and electrical tape here in case you do screw up, just till you get the hang of it. That's what I used to do. Because I scratched a gun once, and man, oh, it sucks so bad. Oh, it sucks so bad, and I hated it. Okay, now we're going to move the slide forward all the way as far as it can go. Put the thumb safety on, leave your hammer back, all that, and we're going to put the bushing back in. Make sure your bushing's lubricated. Just a drop of oil. It'll help you get it in there a little easier. And you're going to put it like at 4 o'clock to drop it in. Like that. 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. Okay, and then swing it to the left as much as it can go. If the spring's in your way, just move it around with your finger like that. You'll get it out of your way. Now it's swung to the left. See it? And now you put your plug in. Some of the plugs have a hole catch, and you got to spin it till it catches it, like you put it on, and then turn it till it stops. But this one don't, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, now I'm just going to push this all the way down. Now, if you don't want to mess up the finish on your plug, you want to hold it down real far, like that, and then keep pushing it down as you're moving the bushing across the face of the plug. So my finger's too fat, so I'll use this. I don't want to scratch off the finish of the plug. And then that's it. It's very simple. Take your thumb safety off, rack the slide, and that feels excellent. Dry fire, do a little function test. Fantastic trigger. You knew I was going to say that. And that's it, man. Just give it a function test, put an empty mag in there, pull the slide back, make sure it locks back. You can do that. And then you can, when the mag's in, push back and push that pin down. You want to make sure the firing pin works. You put a pencil in there. Here's one of the pencils Paul sent me, the flyers. Put the eraser end down. Okay, and then pull the trigger and the pencil should shoot out of there. See that? So at least you know the firing pin's working. You can put some snap caps in there, which is dummy rounds, and rack it and make sure these ejects, but it'll be fine. The 1911 is like the greatest handgun design ever. I mean, it's 100 years old and it's still mainstream. Not like in there, like it's still like the top 5 greatest handguns of all time. The U.S. Marines are using these now, a certain branch of them. They got a contract with Colt. What's that tell you? It's a reliable pistol. Like I said, any 1911 I ever had, full size, I never had any problems with it. None of mine ever jammed. I know guys that have had bad experiences with them, but I never had a bad experience with them. So as long as I'm having a good experience with it, I will tell you it's one of the greatest handguns ever invented. So that's it. And there you go. Hope that helped you out. I know my older subscribers seen this probably a gazillion times. I apologize, but I'm just trying to help people out. Look at that. It looks cool like that, don't it? Alright guys. Hope you liked the video. It's Saturday. I'm going to go watch the game. I thought the game was on last night, and it wasn't. And I was almost gay and watched a couple episodes of reruns of Frasier. I said, no, I'm not doing that. What did I watch last night? What did I watch last night? I just want to look at this gun. Can you feel me? You feel me on this gun? Look at that. Oh, Lord. What I watched last night? I always watch the ID channel because, you know, everyone thinks nothing's ever going to happen to them and you don't need a gun. So all you got to do is tell that person, just watch the ID channel. Just watch it for one night. That'll change your mind. And you'll find out how many guns save lives all the time. How many women get raped and because they're carrying a gun, it didn't happen. How many women get their house broke into and because they have a gun in the safe, their children and themselves are safe while their husband's at work working graveyard shifts. Thank God for the firearm. Alright guys, see you later. Join the NRA. Seriously.